call. There's going to be some great ones coming on now. Even with Lil Tony, as you see it, these guys are going to be great. They're going to start eclipsing and coming up there too. But right now, if you had to name 5 of the best fighters of all time, 4 of them going to be black. You understand me? Who did he beat that was black in his prime, that was in their prime, that was on his level?
You put Alexander Usyk amongst the greats?
Well, Usyk definitely got to be one of the top 3. Because, I'm telling you, he's always in shape. I'm telling you,
Boxing veterans, especially former heavyweight champs, are no longer staying silent as Floyd Mayweather continues to call himself the greatest ever, even at Muhammad Ali's expense. Their answer? Alexander Usyk, with dominant performances. At the top level, many legends have now placed Usyk ahead of Floyd in the all-time rankings. The latest to voice that opinion is Evander Holyfield, who knows elite talent when he sees it.
Last question. If you throw Alexander Usyk into your generation of heavyweight boxing, how does he do? How does Alexander Usyk do in your generation of heavyweights?
For Evander Holyfield, recognizing greatness has never been hard, as long as the fighter puts in the grind. And Usyk has done exactly that. He conquered the cruiserweight scene, became undisputed, then moved up to heavyweight. Just competing. Wasn't enough, he won and kept on winning. Critics doubted him every step, but he silenced them all. Now, Usyk reigns at the top of the most competitive division in boxing.
Ali, what do you say about that?
well, everybody have a opinion to what is great. But it is proven in the ring that he had beat everybody in the ring. And so, the whole big thing is not, when you're a good fighter.
From the moment Usyk stepped into the heavyweight scene, Holyfield was paying attention. With wins against big names like Chisora, Joshua, Dubois, and most recently Tyson Fury, Usyk has earned his place in the GOAT conversation. Some argue he lacks a long enough resume at heavyweight, but Holyfield disagrees. In his eyes, Usyk is easily top 3 all time. 38 with 40 approaching, Usyk isn't slowing down. He plans to keep defending his WBA, WBC, WBO, and Ring magazine titles for as long as he can.
Make no excuses, and and he works hard. I'm saying, and life, that's what life is all about. This is what you try to tell the fighters. Okay, you win, you get a good run, and
finding the next big challenge isn't simple. Usyk has already beaten Fury and Joshua multiple times. Still, there are names in the mix. Lennox Lewis believes Usyk deserves to be mentioned alongside icons like Muhammad Ali. Now preparing to meet IBF champion Daniel Dubois again, Usyk aims to reclaim all 4 belts. His victory at Wembley this month made him the only male boxer in the 4-belt era to become undisputed in 2 different weight classes.
38 years of age.
38 years of age. I mean, let me tell you, he's looking good. There's no injuries, and he moves well. He's still got the speed, so I think he can go on for another couple years. And with the sports,
Usyk initially unified the heavyweight division by beating Tyson Fury in Saudi Arabia in May 2024. But soon after, he voluntarily gave up his IBF belt to make way for a UK showdown between Joshua and Dubois. Lennox Lewis, who was the last man to be undisputed before Usyk has already written his name in history. He didn't need to take another risky fight. But defending his legacy means everything to Usyk. Beating Dubois again would make the gamble worth it.
I'm the last undisputed heavyweight champion. I feel I'm the best.
He's up there with Ali, myself, and all the all-time greats, said Lewis. But he pointed out a key difference. Usyk's not a natural heavyweight, he's built himself into one. That makes the early rounds against Dubois dangerous. Dubois has size, power, and the ability to trap Usyk against the ropes. If he can use his natural frame wisely, he might have an edge in the opening exchanges.
Me and Usyk would be a great fight as well.
And how would that fight with Usyk go?
I always see myself winning. He probably sees himself winning too. But there's different aspects of the fight that we both have. You know, he's a good mover.
Do you enjoy it? You think it's a good thing, bad thing?
Boxing has nothing to do with Floyd Mayweather and his steps in MMA. I mean, he is coming out of boxing. People know him, people talk about him, and it's up to him if he wants.
Roy Jones Jr., speaking 2 seconds out, gave Usyk his flowers too. He called him a great fighter in any era, thanks to his domination across 2 divisions. According to Jones, ignoring Usyk's place in history would be absurd. Still, he hesitated to place Usyk at the very top of the heavyweight pantheon. While he's impressed, Jones believes that conversation requires a deeper legacy built over time.
The good big guy usually beats the good little guy. But Usyk is a little bit different. He's a more complex little guy than most little guys around. It's kind of like when I fought John Ruiz, I wasn't just a little guy, I was a pretty complex little guy. Bad side.
I'm not saying he's in the same league as Ali. I'm not saying he could have stood up to guys like Ernie Shavers, because we haven't seen him take that kind of punishment, Roy Jones Jr. explained. It would have been something to watch him go toe-to-toe with fighters who had both brains and brute force. Today, boxers usually have one or the other, very few of both. When asked about where Usyk fits historically, Jones Jr. admitted he's definitely in the top 10 all time, maybe even top 5. However, he added that legends like Tyson, Foreman, and Lennox would give Usyk serious trouble in the ring.
Usyk wins. He's the premier heavyweight of this era, and he's
best cruiserweight of all time.
And the best cruiserweight of all time. It's which I know is blasphemy to a lot of old schoolers with Holyfield, who was also an amazing cruiserweight. You know, it's take your pick there. I think Usyk is possibly the best cruiserweight ever.
Mike Tyson respects Floyd Mayweather's talent, no doubt. But when Floyd said he was greater than Muhammad Ali, Tyson didn't hold back. He called Floyd delusional in a UCN interview. But both men are living legends in their own right. Tyson and Mayweather have always had a strange dynamic. Their relationship, if you can call it that, is layered. Mutual respect? Sure. But real warmth? That's a stretch.
Tell me, so like, what's the difference now from like your era to today?
No one was afraid of anyone. Everyone really believed they can beat him.
But it's a business, more business, it's more money than everybody.
Floyd Mayweather changed the game of it when he turned into the pretty boy.
The two men rarely agree and are known for exchanging jabs not just in the ring, but in interviews. They don't pretend to be friends, but they maintain a certain line of respect. During a Hotboxing episode, actor Jason Lee asked an interesting question. Why aren't these two giants of boxing close? They're both legendary and low-key humble. So why no friendship? Lee asked. Tyson didn't miss a beat. You think he's humble behind the scenes? He asked Lee, who replied privately, I think so. He's always been chill with me. I've got this way of humbling people. I don't know. I just figured you guys would click. Champions hanging out.
Mike, you in your prime against Joshua or Usyk? How many rounds does it last?
Well, I'm only just talking about their first fight. I'm not talking about any of their fights.
Okay.
That night I don't know about any other night, but that. Yeah, that was cool too. But he had to get in that ring and fight too. He had to fight the best competitor. He wiped everybody out. And that's why he's who he is. He beat everybody. He beat everybody I thought would give him a chance. He just wiped everybody out. Nobody can even match him. The best.
Tyson gave a measured response. Sometimes I feel like we could connect. Other times I realize we're just built differently. We're not the same type of man, Tyson reflected. These days, both men are officially retired.
I smell.
58 was a two-time heavyweight world champion and still holds the record for being the youngest heavyweight title holder in history. Mayweather, dubbed the best ever, conquered 5 weight classes and walked away undefeated at 50-0. 2 different paths, 2 iconic careers, and for now, that's where their story ends.